But Thomas spoke about a car that is going to be serious competition when you look at the Aveo, and that's a Ford Fiesta. Thomas, we've had this as a test car. Love the looks. It's an amazing car. And I guess this leads us to that comparison. You look at the Chevy Aveo and you look at the Ford Fiesta.
Exactly, it's like,
you're talking same numbers.
Yeah, you are. I mean, we drove the 1.6 Trend, which comes in at about 167,000, but you can get cheaper ones. And I was just blown away by this little car. I mean, it looks fantastic. It drives very well, and it's well spec'd for the price that you pay for it. And I just don't see why I'd want to buy anything else except a Ford in that sort of category. It just, I mean, it stands out as the small car to get at the moment.
It's a bold statement. I mean, the Ford Fiesta, Kevin, is now in Car of the Year, so it's up for the running. Mario, one of our journalists earlier, picked that as his winner for Car of the Year. Your opinion on the Fiesta?
Well, with the Mazda 2 being the winner, the current winner, built on the same platform, obviously tweaked up, you're getting a bit of heritage from the Ford stable. So if it wasn't for the fact that the Mazda 2 had won, I would also be my first pick, because Mazda and Ford being so close together, they might be a bit hesitant to.
That they haven't actually moved on.
They haven't moved on, which is a concern, because that would actually be my pick. I think it's a brilliant car. And once again, going back to the Aveo, sorry to bring it up, but you're buying something there that has got heritage. Yeah. We know for a fact, for instance, that the ST will come out for the Feza. So that chassis is designed, the monocoque shell, etc., that suspension, is designed around future plans for the Focus.
For performance.
So even if you go in and you match rand for rand, entry level, which is the same price as the Aveo, you're getting a car that is made for something better. So it's going to be stable, it's going to handle well, it's going to be, in my opinion, miles ahead. Yeah. So for me, no brainer. Anyone out there with 160,000 odd rand to spend, buy this car.
It's a good car to buy.
That's it.
I suppose what Kevin's saying, Morgan, makes sense too, because the Aveo, that is what it is. It's not going anywhere further. Yeah. Whereas the Fiesta, there are other plans, and I guess that comes into the whole design of it. But Fiesta's always been a really funky, fun, strong brand. You know, even if you look at the old ones, you go, oh my word, how did we like that car? But back then it was, that's the brand you're talking about. Yeah, that's the heritage.
No, absolutely, and I mean, it's a fantastic looking vehicle. The design, I think they've sort of outdone themselves with this particular model now. The new Fiesta range. We're going to be driving I think the titanium 1.6 in a couple of weeks' time. So we're looking forward to that. But having said this, I don't think one would necessarily put the Aveo in the same class. So this is an altogether fresher car. Looks new, looks like it belongs in a different class altogether, and it does. Whereas Aveo would sort of be closer to your entry level. This is certainly not entry level motoring. This is competing against other sort of really upmarket, trendy cars in that particular class. So I think that I don't think one would necessarily see them competing for the same kind of buyer, not at all.
Thomas, you said this is your pick.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm challenging you to think about what else is in this category price-wise that you would say is even batting on the same team.
I'd say its closest competitor at the moment would probably be the Punto.
The 1.4,
the 1.2, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you get a lot. Its straight line performance is a lot better, except it doesn't have the handling that the Ford offers. The Ford's a much better handling car.
And as you were saying earlier, the service levels and quality levels of Fiat. Taken leaps and downs. So
yeah, they have. They've certainly worked hard in improving that.
But I must say, I do have two gripes with the Ford Fiesta, and I think the steering is way too light.
Yeah,
it's electronic as opposed to hydraulic, and also there's no temperature gauge on the dashboard.
So you never know how hot you're running.
Guys, come on! It's the 21st century. We should have a temperature gauge. We're going forwards, not backwards.
Yeah.